Hi guys, welcome to today's flow workout where we build full body control, mobility and strength. We will start with a warm-up and then we go into the flow section of the workout and a short decompression in the end of the workout. Before we do get into it, please do subscribe to my channel and hit the like button on this video. Let's get into it. Coming on all fours on the mat, pushing our hips onto our heels. From here, waving weight forward on top of our wrists, pushing weight back again. We'll do 10 pulses like this, just to warm up the wrists nicely and also sink into the hip space as well. Taking deep inhalations through the nose, into the belly, out through the nose as well. So activating that nasal breath as much as possible. We'll do 5 more like this. Moving through your breath. 2 more. 1 last one. Now as we come to the center, we tuck our toes under, we fly our hips up into a downward facing dog. Here, either the heels are on the mat or they are slightly off the mat depending on how the hamstrings and the back of the calves are feeling today. Trying to straighten the lower back, so tipping the tailbone up to the sky. And from here, pushing weight forward onto the plank. And from your plank, you can lift either stay in the plank or lower hips down, taking gaze forward into an upward facing dog. Tucking chin down, coming into that down dog again. Waving weight forward, lowering down or staying in the plank. If you do come into an up dog, just make sure that your core is engaged at all times so you are not collapsing on the lower back, and shoulders are strong as well, pushing the mat away. We are going 2 more like this. And 1 last one. Now as we arrive into that down dog, we are going to step our right foot forward outside of the right hand, lowering hips down here. Now taking right fingertips up to the sky, coming into a twist. Lowering hand back down, stepping into that down dog, going straight to the left side. Lowering hips down, gaze forward, taking left fingertips up to the sky, coming back to the mat, and we go 1 more time both sides. Stepping to the front, lowering hips down, fingertips reach the sky, back to the center, and going to the other side. And back to center, lowering knees down, sitting on our heels. Now we are going to move on to the flow section of our workout. We are going to start on a down dog again, so just make sure that you reset here and then off we go. We are going to go through the flow, each of the flows for multiple times, so then you have always time to catch up to the flow. So now starting on our down dog, lifting hips up. What we are going to do, we are going to lower our hips down on our heels, and from here we are going to draw our knee into our armpit, and from here we are going to point our right toes up to the sky, and from there we are going to open the right knee up to the sky. So here we find a nice opener for the hip space. What's not gonna happen is that we open our shoulders as well, but shoulders are remaining next to each other. And from here again, knee comes down and then knee drives into the armpit again, and knee lowers down. We are going to find a nice pigeon pose here. So knee comes outside of the right wrist and the shin is open to the degree where it feels comfortable for the knee. And we lower hips down here, finding a nice stretch on the right glute. Two breaths here, planting hands down and drawing that knee into that armpit again, pushing into that loaded position. So the hips are back onto our heels. We are going to do a full body weight from here. So lifting hips up, rolling weight forward, lowering hips down into an up dog, taking gaze forward, shoulders are engaged. Now chin tucks down, coming into that loaded position, so hips onto the heels. Now we go to the left side, so we are drawing left knee into left armpit. From here, left toes are pointing up to the sky as far as we can go. Then we open that knee up. So now left knee is up towards the sky. Shoulders are still next to each other. Shoulders are square. And from here, we are going to draw that knee back into that left armpit, lowering knee down, finding a nice pigeon pose here. Lowering hips down. Shoulders are engaged, gaze is forward. We take 2 breaths here. Finding that nice stretch. Planting hands down, tucking right toes under, drawing that left knee into the left armpit, pushing hips back and weighting the full body here. So lifting hips up, rounding the spine, rolling weight forward, lowering hips down, untucking the chin and tucking the chin, rounding the spine, coming back into that loaded position. Now we go again to the right side. So drawing right knee into right armpit, right toe tips up to the sky as far as we can go, opening that knee, finding a stretch. Now drawing that knee back into the right armpit, lowering knee down, coming into a pigeon pose, finding a stretch. 2 breaths here. Planting hands back down, drawing that right knee into right armpit, coming into a loaded position, hips onto the heels. From here, waving full body, so lifting hips up, rolling weight over, coming into an up dog, taking gaze forward, tucking chin down, rolling the weight back, going to the left side, drawing left knee into left armpit, left toe tips up to the sky, opening knee up to the sky, shoulders are square, left knee draws down onto the left armpit, lowering down, untucking right toes, coming into a pigeon pose, planting hands back down, tucking right toes under, lifting knee up to the armpit, drawing hips down. We are going to go one more time both sides, drawing right knee into right armpit, right toes up to the sky, opening right knee up to the sky, shoulders are square, right knee points down, coming into that right armpit, lowering knee down, untucking left toes, finding a nice pigeon pose, proud posture. 1 more breath. Planting hands down, tucking left toes under, right knee to right armpit, and into that loaded position, hips onto the heels. From here to the left side, left knee into left armpit, left toe tips up to the sky, opening left knee up, drawing left knee down, left knee to left armpit, lowering shin down, finding a pigeon pose. 1 more breath, planting hands down, drawing left knee to left armpit into that loaded position, and lowering knees down, untucking toes, taking a slight breather here, and then we go to our next flow of the workout. So we are going to start on a plank position for this one, taking hands onto the front of the mat, tucking toes under, lifting hips up into a plank position. Now from here, right toes come off the floor. We are going to step outside of the right foot here. We are going to lower hips down, taking gaze forward. Shoulders are active, so neck is as tall as we can go. Now for the next transition, we will want to do it carefully because hamstrings might not be awake fully yet. So we are going to push our back leg, back heel onto the floor, simultaneously straightening our front leg here. So the straightening can look like something like this, so that the knee is still slightly bent, or a little bit more straight, what feels right for you today and for this moment. So as we find that it is comfortable to stretch here, we can point our right toes up to the sky as well. But it's not necessary, we can still keep that front leg a little bit bent. And from here, as we have found our stretch, we are going to take our right hand and reach the left shin here. So towards the left knee or the shin, wherever it feels comfortable. This is totally optional, so you don't need to go here. You can just remain where you are, feeling comfortable. Now from here, returning back to the center, bending that right knee in again, and stepping into the plank, going straight to the left side. So left toes off the floor, planting down, hips down, taking gaze forward. It is important to take your time with all the transitions, so never rush, always taking each movement as it comes. Pushing hips back, right heel is aiming towards the floor, and left leg is straightening, or it's going to stay a little bit more bent than straight. And from here, if we are straight with the leg, we can take our toe tips up to the sky. And from here, reaching left hand to the right leg. And planting hand down, lowering hips, taking gaze forward, stepping into that plank and going to the right side. So taking right foot forward, finding our stretch, hips are down. And from here, we are going to push our weight back, coming into the twist, so bringing our right hand to the left shin, coming back to center, lowering hips down, stepping into the plank, going straight to the other side, lowering down, taking gaze forward, pushing weight back, aiming to the right leg, coming back to center, lowering hips down, stepping into the plank. We are going to go one more time, both sides, right toes off the floor, planting down, taking gaze forward, take your time. Lifting hips up, reaching to the left leg with the right hand, coming back to center, lowering hips down, going to the left side. Left foot lowers down, hips lower down, gaze is forward. Now into that hamstring stretch, reaching, coming back to center, lowering hips down, stepping into the plank and lowering knees down. Taking a small reset here. We have another flow to go. So from here, we are going to plant our hands down. We are going to step our right foot forward, step our left foot forward. Now we are lowering into a squat. From here, we are going to take right hand behind our body, and we are going to reach our left hand up to the sky. So left elbow comes on the hips, and we are thrusting our hips up here. Now the weight is on three legs or three limbs. So it's legs and right arm, and we are going to lift up, coming back down. And now what's going to happen? We are going to try and find the room for the right leg to travel under our body. So the right toe tips off the floor, the leg shoots behind the body. Now both hands are on the mat. And from here, we are going to come straight back. So pulling back to the center. Now we go to the other side. So now it's left hand that plants down. Right elbow comes on the hips, lifting up, coming back down, and now finding that left leg through. Lowering hands down, drawing back, and going straight to the right side. So the right hand is down, left elbow on the hips, lifting up, coming back down, and turning back again. So right toe tips point underneath the body, landing softly, coming back down, always never rushing. And from here, right elbow onto the hip, lifting up, coming back down, shooting that leg underneath, and coming back down, or coming back through to where we came from. One more time, both sides. So left elbow on the hips, thrusting up, coming back down, shooting under, coming back to center, left hand lands down, right hand reaches up, coming back down, left toes under, back to the center, and relax. And from here, just laying all the way down onto the hips, taking a hold of our knees, hugging in, and really just finding a relaxation here, holding yourself as a ball. So really releasing any tension on the back area. And from here, straightening left leg all the way on the mat while still holding that right knee. Now spreading our hands on outside, or spreading our hands into a T shape and rolling that right knee over the straight leg. So here, coming into a twist. Taking 2 more breaths here. Deep into the belly, out through the nose. And rolling back on the center, squeezing those legs into a ball. Now straightening right leg on the mat, spreading those wings and rolling left foot over the right one. Finding a nice position. 2, 3 deep breaths here. Through the nose, into the belly, out through the nose. On your inhalation, back to the center. Now squeezing yourself into a ball again. And then just lowering your legs all the way down, taking your hands above your head and really reaching as high as you can. So trying to reach length to your body. And relaxing. And from here, taking again those knees on top of your belly and rocking forward and coming into a seated, finding a nice, comfortable seating position. Taking a hold of your knees and rolling your shoulders back and down, keeping your neck tall. So really nice and proud posture while relaxed. So leaving those shoulders down and leaving that neck tall as if somebody was almost lifting you up from your crown. Thank you so much, guys. That was awesome. I hope you are feeling amazing and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Do check out my Unlock Your Hips mobility program if you haven't already, and I look forward to flowing with you soon. Bye bye.